Good evening. This is Tom Wood here in Derry, New Hampshire. It is now 10:35 p.m. and I just want to go online, live, just to indicate how tell everybody how I am doing today. As it did things like, of course, crouched down to my mailbox to retrieve my mail. I also uh, took a walk around my neighborhood for exercise today too. Plus today I cooked myself supper. That I grabbed a box of bow tie pasta, a can of tomato soup, and a can of uh, was it smoked ham, and I that uh, essentially cooked up something for myself or something with that. I am doing okay today. As I said, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I know we got the COVID-19. Was it virus? Was it pandemic going around? And I know was it uh, just simply staying at home indoors. I have been tinkering with electronics. My former career, that uh, I've also been watching online television. Typically in the mornings, I'll watch, that uh, television programs that are, oh, deal, uh, no, answer your question. No, no, there's no snow on the ground here except for some small piles that still have to, melt. That. But otherwise, wasn't the ground here is pretty bare, and I know I've got to take and like rake up all the backside of my house. Of course, it's a 14-foot wide by. I'm not sure how long my mobile home is, but that I've got a lot of leaves on the backside that I've got to take and rake up, from last fall. And I've got to clean out the leaves out of my planter boxes, up out front here with it right on my walkway. As I said, my day's been pretty quiet. Watching online television, taking a nap. As it making myself my own meals. Part of living alone by myself now as a 62-year-old senior citizen with mild autism and mild spastic diplegia type cerebral palsy. That said, I have yet to rake the backside yet. I'm gonna wait till another day. That hopefully when it gets a little bit warmer, so that I can get something done, get some outdoor chores done. With it. As I said, mostly I've been staying indoors. And tomorrow, for the first time in a week, with it, one of my church friends is going to take me out grocery shopping, so I can get out into the community because I no longer, as everybody, all of you know out there, with it, uh, as a 62-year-old with autism and cerebral palsy, I have issues with my eyesight, having double vision. Which was it means was it that I kind of see two of everything. That because my left eye doesn't track correctly due to my cerebral palsy as I've aged, and and of course I've been, as I said, watching television online. I have been pretty much avoiding watching the yellow-haired, orange-skinned, underpants shit stain that is occupying the Oval Office in the White House in Washington, D.C. Because every time the guy opens his mouth, as it what's coming out of it is garbage, that doesn't make sense. That so that and I'm not a person, and I'm a person who does not tolerate liars. Well, anyway, it's been about a couple of weeks since my younger brother Nate has passed away. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and I cannot. Was it? Uh, I've got the paperwork that I need to fill out to send back to my attorney, to the attorney, so that I can whether get the ball rolling to take and get access to my brother's accounts and what have you. So whether to make me with it but with it take care of the rest of with it, my brother's affairs, because I am classified, even though I am classified as developmentally disabled, I am classified as competent, and not a spendthrift or what have you. So, but I need to get my brother need to get the official death certificate. That uh, so that I can get the paperwork. That filed. Just have to sign a couple documents. That's give back to the attorney. That my attorney, and then everything is going to be released to me. That as the cheapest option to take, and instead of going through with a 100% full probate. That the only thing that's got to be probated. Through the probated is the my brother Nate's that 2018 Jeep Renegade 4x4, of course, which I can't drive, because that I can't see properly. So I'm gonna once I get official access and official ownership of it, that it's just gonna sit in my driveway, every so often I'll have to, turn it over, with it, just back it out, with it like back it back into my driveway, with it, just to with it, uh, just to keep it running, with it. But I am going to eventually sell the vehicle, with it, because I do not need I do not need to have a motor vehicle because I have friends from my church who can get me out, and of course I have neighbors here at the Frost Residence Cooperative Mobile Home Park here in Derry, New Hampshire, on New Hampshire Route 28, who can help me out and give me rides. Plus, with it, uh, every other week, with it, my younger brother Nate's pastor, Reverend Nori Leachon, that is the first of the Pleasant Street United Methodist Church in Salem, where Nate and I used to live. That has a food bank there, and because my brother Nate has done all kinds of stuff for the church, that while he was alive, especially with the photographing events, with it for the church, with it, so with it, and so forth, with it. I have access to their food bank, so with it, every other week I get Reverend Nori Leachon delivers a couple bags of food to me, which I can use and help the squirrel away some, to take it, for the really lean times. Of course, that's what's happening now, because of COVID-19 virus with the pandemic, and with it, uh, not just everybody's mostly having to stay home, but a lot of people are getting thrown out of work, with it, because if the factories aren't running or whatever, with it, and the whole 9 yards, with it, uh, corporations don't need people. Oh, pardon the pardon my background noise, with my furnace, because it's, that just to make sure next month, I do have my the heating bill, and I've arranged to have this last heating kerosene delivery by to yeah my my next I've already had my last heating delivery of my winter season. So was it heating season? So I've got plenty of heating kerosene. Yes, I'm in a verbal period right now. Was it? Uh, but well, anyways, that there are times when I am nonverbal, and it is easier for me to communicate via my tablet's text to text to speech function. Sorry, pardon my stimming as an autistic. I have always with it uh, self rocked back and forth in place, with it. That's one of my stabs, and of course, yes, I also hand flap, with it, while while I'm talking. I will note that it is. Well, anyways, I gotta take and sign off, because I need to get some things done.